Hi guys, Stark Aperture here. Today I'm back with a $450 Xbox One killer. If you're wondering why I'm calling it an Xbox One killer in particular, it's because it outperforms the Xbox One, but isn't as powerful as the PS4 as it stands. But you can expect in like 1 or 2 years or so that a build of this price will beat the PS4. That's what I predict. Now for the parts list, here's the parts list. Then we'll move on. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, for the processor, I'm going to have the Intel Pentium G2020. This is a new Ivy Bridge Pentium, which means it benefits from all the things that benefit Ivy Bridge CPUs before. It's going to have very low power consumption. It's going to be quite powerful for the price. And 2 cores, despite the fact that games are taking advantage of quad cores now. It's more than enough for gaming. Oh yeah, it's 2 cores, 2 threads as well, so it's definitely an improvement over the original Pentium. Well, not the original Pentium. that one's from 1990s. Well, like the Sandy Bridge Pentium. Now it's meant the G540. $65. That's pretty awesome. Now for the RAM, I went with 4 gigs of Corsair Vengeance DDR3 1600. DDR3 1600 is pretty fast. 4 gigs is enough for games. And this RAM is as fast as the Xbox One. Sure, it's less RAM, but if you're gaming, you don't need 8 gigs. And you can just upgrade this to 8 gigs easily for another $30. So, that's pretty much it for that. Now, for the motherboard, I went with the ASRock B75 Pro 3M. Now, the regular Pro 3 got bad reviews, but this one got good reviews. And by bad reviews, I mean 3 stars, which means many people have problems with it. Now this is the low-end Ivy Bridge chipset B75, and it supports SSD caching for future SSD upgrades, so you can get a SanDisk Ready cache, and it has USB 3 and SATA 6, so it pretty much has everything you need, all for $75. Now for the graphics card, I went with a Gigabyte GeForce GTX 650 Ti. I went for 1 GB version, which means there's 1 gig of GDDR5. Now, it's got 1.4, this 650 Ti is 1.4 teraflops of power versus 1.23 teraflops of power on the comparable Xbox One. And it's just a powerful card. And for those of you who think my estimates are false, they came from Eurogamer, and that's usually something you could trust. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, but this card is faster than what's in the Xbox One as it stands, and so is the CPU. Sure, the CPU is 6 less cores, but it's got way better architecture, and this graphics card is $130, which means it is twice as much as the processor, but that shouldn't be big deal, as Pentium won't bottleneck on a card like this. Now for the power supply, I went with a Logitech 40 watt non-E plus. No. I went with a Corsair CX 430. For 30 watts is enough for this build, and it's a high quality power supply. It's also got a good price, $45. That's pretty much it. Now for the hard drive, I went with a 500GB Seagate Barracuda. Now it's around. Now I should correct this price. It's around. It should be $50 or so, maybe $6 where you find it in the US. Maybe $60. So it's a $455 to $465 build. No big deal. 5 gigs is enough for games, 7200 RPM hard drive, and it's reliable. Oh well, let's move on. You already know the optical drive. Now for the case, I went with the Fractal Design Core 1000. It's a high quality case, and it's a small one too, so it'll be able to fit under your TV instantly. And Fractal makes great cases in general. So get an adapter for a controller to connect to your PC. Buy the Xbox One controller instead of the actual Xbox One. Plug it into this PC, set up Steam Big Picture, and you're good to go. Once you have games, of course. That's all for $40, which is pretty nice. Just be sure to set it on. Just when you're doing this, be sure to set it on the side. Set the way so the top side has the ventilation. Otherwise, you may have problems. Or you could just set it on your top. Yeah, sure, the Xbox One will probably still be smaller, but that's probably wrong. That thing's huge. Oh well. So, that's pretty much it. The final price is $455 to $465. So that's it. Subscribe to me, Dark Amateur, if you like this build. I recommend to pick this up instead of the Xbox One, unless you really like the exclusives like Forza, Halo, and all, Gears of War, and all that are going to be out for it. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye, guys.